What's up, everybody? Black Mama 703 coming at you with another updated deck profile for Dinos ever since the 2019 sad ban list where that got banned. Fairy Tale Snow, along with Soul Charge, which really hurt most of the decks that I have. And I'm here with
Dark Sage 1.
Alright, so made some adjustments to my Dinos. We're going to get into that right now. It's going to be the same. 2 Ultimate Conductors, your boss monsters, the key card to your win conditions, pretty much. Then 3 Soul Eating Oviraptors, and the 1 Miscellaneous Source. Those are the key cards that make this deck work. Next, we got the babies. I run my 3 Baby Ceratosaurus. Someone's getting a phone call. And a Petite Pteranodon. Let me move that into frame. Sorry. He's going to step out. But these are your cards that you destroy through Ultimate Conductor's effect to summon from your deck any other dinosaur type monster. Baby Ceratosaurus gets level 4 or lower. Petite Pteranodon gets level 4 or higher, but cannot attack that turn for Petite Pteranodon's effect. And I actually have a target in here for that. Next to 2 Giant Rexes. It's a 2000 beat stick that you get a free level 4 off of its banishment, pretty much. It gets banished, you can banish it through his effect or through any other means that there is in this deck. And he comes right back up on the field with more attack than the 2000, based on how many dinosaur-type monsters are banished. Next, just because it's a great card, Megalo Smasher X, 2000 beat stick, level 4. What can you go wrong?
Oracle.
Shut up. After that, Tyrant Affinity, that's your second win condition. Gains 1000 attack for every banished dinosaur type monster. Really great card. And if you don't got it, if you have it, and you don't have anything banished, he's a rank 4 play. Nothing is dead in this deck.
Well, I mean, dinosaurs are prehistoric, so.
Oh, shut up. 2 Evil Swarm Salamandras. 1850 beat stick. Banish 2. Gains, what was it? 300? Yeah, 300 attack for each banished card. You can only do it twice per turn. It fills your banish zone for Infinite Tyranno. Easy as said. Now for the one-ofs. Got, for the target for the Petite Pteranodon, Superconductor Tyranno, and then the other one of, Jurek Aeoli. I finally got my hands on it. Thanks to my buddy Dark Sage.
You're welcome.
Because of him, I almost had my deck fully complete until the ban list dropped. Now I gotta figure out what I want to do. Because these are just placements in right now. 2 cards. Gilosaurus. You can special summon this monster, but on the downside, your opponent gets to special summon from their graveyard any monster. No restriction. It's good. You can do rank 3 plays. I had it in here with the level 3 Jarek Tuner, so I could go into Trish, but I was going to replace them with Goat Sarks, but those got hit to 1. So
It's a great card if you have it on the first turn.
yeah, especially if you have 2. Special summon 2, go into a rank 3. Next to the spell cards.
I don't know if you have a rank 3.
I don't have a rank 3. It would have been right there in the front of the list.
True.
Okay. 2 Lost World, 2 Terraforming.
3 Lost World.
Or 3 Lost World. I'm sorry. It's still early in the morning.
Well, it's like
Shut up.
11 something.
Don't date the video. But yeah, the Lost World. All dinosaur type monsters lose 500 attack, and when you normal summon a dinosaur, put a token to your opponent's field. It's a normal type monster, and what's great about it is it pretty much says, hey, any normal type monster that would get destroyed, you activate this effect, destroy a card in your hand or deck instead. So that token also counts. Great plays.
So stupid.
Next 3. Fossil Dig. That's your search card. You can search for any level 4 or lower dinosaur type monster. If I am correct, yep. And
level 6 or lower.
Level 6 or lower, what?
Yeah, level 6 or lower.
Shit. I only have to search for, I only use it to search for Soul Eating. Because that gets you any dinosaur to your hand.
Yep. Or graveyard.
No, hand.
Like throw it in the graveyard.
Well, you can throw it in the graveyard, but you want it in your hand. Unless you're searching for miscellaneous.
Yeah, you can put it in your hand and use the effect of it.
Yeah. Next, for your back row destruction, 2 Twin Twister. Simple as that.
I forgot you do your extra decks by level.
Yeah.
In rank.
It's kind of weird.
Except for your fusions. Your fusions are all over the place with this deck.
Next, Gold Sark. That's how you get the Giant Rex to the banishment. And as soon as it hits the banish, special summon it. That's your free special summon. It's a free level 4. Easy as that. Double Evolution Pill. Banish 1 dinosaur and 1 other monster that is not a dinosaur. And special summon anything that's a dinosaur type from your main deck, free of cost. So you can get
Ultimate Conductor.
You can get Ultimate Conductor Tyranno free of cost, which is great.
Might do some Guardian deck profile.
Then there is sorry, I was reading it over again. Space Time Transcendence. I barely see this card, but it's a nice little tech. Banish 2 or more dinosaur type monsters and special summon from your hand or graveyard a dinosaur type whose level meets the number banished. Pretty nice. Get some more banish fodder for infinites and a lot of fun. Next we go to the Reborn cards. Got Monster Reborn, Monster Reborn, and going into the traps now, Call of the Haunted. Monster Reborn is great. Choose 3. Your opponent chooses one of them to special summon. The other 2 get banished.
Force your opponent to choose one.
Yep. And then the last for this trap lineup, because you don't really want to run traps that often, you want more monsters than anything. 3 Roller Decrees.
Be devastating for this deck.
For his Cyber Dragon deck, it is devastating.
Yeah, because
there's a lot of... I know there's not a lot of... I don't know the meta right now. But I do know that Petty's hooks can be a thing sometimes. People still run those. This stops them. They're just dead in their tracks. It's great. Shut up.
I played 3?
Next to the extra deck.
I didn't know I played 3.
Starting with the XYZs.
Okay.
Xyz.
That's interesting.
Got Evil Swarm Exciton Knight. So glad this guy's off the ban list. He's actually at 3 now, if I'm correct.
Yeah. Do you have...
I need one more for myself, actually. Pretty much, if your opponent has more advantage, field advantage, hand advantage, whatever, at the same time than you do, if you have like 1 card in hand and 2 cards on the field, and they have 3 on field and 5 in hand, you can activate his effect. Just blow up the entire field except for him.
Can I borrow this since you have another one over there?
No. Next, Abyss Dweller. Stops graveyard effects. Pretty good. Castell, the Sky Blaster Master. What's wrong with getting rid of cards from your opponent?
That's actually his name.
Yeah, it is.
I did not know that.
Detach 2, bounce something back to the deck.
That's a tongue twister.
Yeah, I know. Number 101. I don't go into this one as often. If you don't know what it does, you've been missing out a lot.
I know what it does. It steals a card.
It's a...
Thief.
What was it?
Thief.
The Cyber Dragon Infinity, just weaker.
It's a thief.
It can only target special summoned attack position monsters to take as material. But that's pretty much it. But you have to detach to do that. Which, again, is kind of weak.
Do you have a Hollow Cyber Dragon?
I do not. If I did, I'd be running it.
Pretty sure you have an extra Hollow Cyber Dragon.
Maybe. I don't know. Next, number 27, Dreadnoid. Takes 3 material. Or actually, what was it? 2+. Level 4 monsters. Mostly use it for its other effect. If you destroy a monster by battle, you can go into a rank 10 machine, which I do have in here. You'll see it later.
Thank God it's not the new one.
I wish it was a new one. I got Evilsaur Dolka and Evilsaur Lagia. Basic stall, negate cards, whatever. People hate them. My buddy here is at Darksage. I almost called him out by name.
Eh.
He always scoops when I pull out Lagia.
Almost
always.
I mean, I've gotten rid of it several times before.
Then, because my opponent's monsters lose 500 attack when lost rolls on the field, if they're not dinosaur type.
This is a stupid
I also run number 103, Ragnar Zero. Pop one monster who has their original attack altered, or has their, their attack is different from the original. Pop it, draw a card. Simple as that.
In my opinion, that's kind of quite stupid.
It's not that broken compared to others.
In Dinosaurs, it is.
I can't even pronounce. I'm not going to bother pronouncing his full name, but it's the Illuminescent Knight. God damn, I can't even do that. Don't go into him too often, so kind of don't know too much of how he works. I don't even use him on YGO Pro. He's just there just in case. If I can remember correctly, he redirects an attack to him. If I can remember correctly here, double check just in case real quick while I continue. Then Dark Rebellion Exceeds Dragon. Great thing to remove cards.
During either player's turn, when another card or effect is activated that targets exactly one card on the field and no other cards, you can attach one Exceeds material from this card, then target another card on the field. That would be an appropriate target for that card / effect.
Oh, was that Fairy Mirror, wasn't it? That trap card? It does the same thing?
I think so.
Yeah. So that's what it does. It says, oh, you want to use, let's say, Fissure. Destroy the lowest... No, not Fissure, because that doesn't target, does it?
I don't know.
Anything that targets, like Widow Anchor. How about that?
Yeah.
Widow Anchor works. Activate his effect, detach, choose a different card instead of the one that they're trying to steal. Easy as that. But Dark Rebellion, half the attack of an opponent's monster, it gains that attack, beat over it. Simple as that. And then the level 10... Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Gustav Max. I love burning someone for 2,000.
Each turn. 4 turns, you lose.
Have Dreadnought here with 4 material, let's say. His effect, overlay for that. That is a lot of damage. He can stay out on the field. But thankfully, with his attack and defense being 3,000, I cannot speak, it makes it for a really beefy body. Yeah, no infinity, buddy. Shut up. Next, the Synchros, and I only play 4 of those. Right? Yeah. Ally of Justice Catastor. If it battles anything that's not Dark type, it's instantly destroyed.
Yep.
It's great. Let's see. Bryonic. I'm so glad he's off the ban list. Though the errata kind of killed him, but at the same time, it's, whatever. Discard any number, bounce any number. I think that's what it was, right? God, it's been forever since I played him.
Yeah, I think so.
Then there's Black Rose Dragon for
Generic rank 7.
generic rank 7,
Rank
field
7,
wipe.
level 7.
Oh, yeah, level 7. Generic level 7, field wipe, restart the field. That's all it does. And then Trishula. I love me some Trish. Banish 3 cards, one from your opponent's field, hand, and graveyard. It can do a lot of disruption.
Devastating.
That's it for my deck. I don't run an extra deck. Not extra, I mean side deck. Though all the meta players do that. I don't. But it is what it is. I hope you all enjoyed. It's almost a 20-minute video, dear Lord. If you made it this far, thank you. Hope you all have a wonderful day.